Thoughts med den Candice.
I didn't think we could fall in love. Broken from the start, chained to our past. We had closed hearts. We are breaking free. It's just you and me. We might fall apart, but I'm in love with your arms. Can we break free?
What is up guys, it's your favourite Scotsman Ryan here, and today finally I am bringing you my gaming / editing build for 2016. So for the last year I have been editing all my videos on a MacBook Pro. Obviously now that I've upgraded to 4K, that's just not going to work out at all, so thanks to the sponsors for this video, Corsair, Aria PC and eBuyer, I can now build myself an absolutely beast PC that will allow me to totally transform my workflow and get things done a lot quicker. So big thank you to them guys, and you can check all the links down below in the description. So with that said guys, let's jump in and take a look at the parts. So for the case, I went for the new Corsair 600C inverted case. This case offers premium build quality and in my opinion looks great. As I mentioned, this case has an inverted ATX motherboard layout, so everything will be turned on its head. Yup, upside down. Other than the unique motherboard layout, the rest is pretty minimalist styling. We have a small Corsair logo on the front, a lovely side panel which is in fact plastic and not glass, and when you open it up you will see there is plenty of room inside, as well as awesome rubber grommets for cable management. The I/O is up top and features 4 USB ports, chrome audio jacks, a 3-speed fan controller and illuminated power reset button. Overall, I really love the unique nature of this case, and if you guys want to see a full review of the 600C, just let me know down below, as I would definitely love to bring you a full review of this case, as it is pretty awesome in my opinion. So for the motherboard, I went for the Asus X99A. I was originally planning to go for the X99 Deluxe model, but to be honest with you, the A has all the important features I need, minus some expansion options that I would likely never use anyway. So this is a pretty premium board that will allow me to easily overclock without issue. There are 8 RAM DIMM slots that support DDR4 RAM up to 64GB, and all the other premium features I need are here. The board itself supports three-way SLI, but at the minute I will only be using one graphics card, but I definitely want to pick up another very soon to get more power to this system. We also have 4 front and 6 rear USB 3.0 ports, 8 6GB per second SATA ports, M.2 support, and lastly we have Crystal Sound 2, which allows us to keep the audio game strong. Overall, this board is aimed at people looking to build a premium system who plan on doing things like overclocking, so that definitely makes it ideal for the situation I am in. The chip I have chosen for the system is the unlocked 6-core Intel i7 5820K. I went for this processor as the Haswell E architecture featuring 6 cores and 12 threads, as well as support for DDR4 RAM, will allow me to power through 4K video with no trouble at all. It can also be overclocked very easy as it is unlocked, and if you guys want me to take you through the overclocking process, then just let me know down below, as I would also love to make a video on that. So keeping the chip cool is the much loved Corsair H100i version 2. This will ensure our overclocked CPU stays cool at all times, and it features dual radiators and 2 120mm fans as well. The H100i also has RGB lighting, and everyone knows when you're building a PC, lighting is the key. The graphics card we will be putting in the system is the Asus Strix GTX 980 Ti, and the card itself has impressive specs with a base clock of 1216 MHz and a boost of 1317 MHz. We also have 6GB of slightly overclocked memory and awesome heat dissipation. It's also on the quiet side of the 980 Ti cards, so that is always a bonus. The build quality is solid and it's definitely a good looking card. Overall, this 980 Ti from Asus looks and performs awesome, so I cannot wait to add another in the very near future to this build, as it will be an absolute powerhouse. For the RAM, I went ahead and picked up 32GB of Corsair Vengeance LPX DDR4 RAM clocked at 3200 MHz. Again, as we will be overclocking, I wanted to make sure I went for some high performance RAM. The board I'm using does support up to 64GB, but I felt that 32GB will be enough for the usage I will be doing, but if it isn't, obviously it's very easy to go ahead and just upgrade to the 64GB in the near future. So powering Transpose is the Corsair AX860i power supply. The 860i is a fully modular digital ATX power supply that will provide more than enough juice even when I add the second 980 Ti down the line. So as this is a fully modular power supply, I went ahead and ordered some white sleeved cables, and the ones I have chosen are the Bitfinex Alchemy 2.0, and this will give this system not only a better look but help with performance as well, as these are pretty high performance cables. Unfortunately they haven't arrived yet, but by the time we do the build next week they will be here and ready to go. So for the memory, I have went with a 960GB SanDisk Ultra 2 SSD that has great read-write speeds, so there will be no trouble with that at all. I've also opted to pick up a 3TB Seagate Barracuda just for offloading all my 4K footage, etc. I still haven't decided if this will be my final memory setup, as I'm querying maybe picking up an M.2 SSD to run the OS on, so if you guys have any opinion on that, definitely let me know down below whether I should go ahead and maybe pick up another SSD for the OS itself. So in the build, I will also be utilising NZXT's Awesome Hue Plus, just to make sure we can light this build up like a Christmas tree. I also will be putting in the new Elgato HD60 Pro, just as at the minute I utilise the HD60 for streaming, but having the Pro means that I can now have a tidier desk, as the HD60 Pro goes straight into the PC rather than having the little box lying around my desk, which is always awesome if you ask me. So that pretty much rounds up the build, guys. In part 2 we're going to go ahead and build the PC from start to finish, so it will be like a kind of how-to guide and you guys will get to see the system being born. As I mentioned earlier, I'll also be overclocking the system, so if you guys want to see the overclock process, let me know down below. And as I mentioned, if you would like me to review the 600C case, let me know in the comments section. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video, guys, and I hope to bring you PC builds every month. So if that is something you want on this channel, hit me up down below. As always, stay safe, be kind to each other, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.
Those were down cameras.